Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we have a financial report due in 9 days, and we also have a fair amount of work to do on the Battlemaster and Orion. So I'm thinking this is a good opportunity for us to move to a different system. Let's see what we've got here. There's actually a travel contract to come up over here to Cohagen, and I think that is in fact exactly what we are going to do. So we're going to hop over to the command center, and we're going to take that travel contract. It's only a 3-skill mission, and it will take us 17 days to get there, so we'll negotiate that and accept. However, will this immediately start us moving? I don't want to immediately start moving, because I want to hop over to the store. Well, actually, technically, I want to hop into the mech bay and make sure that we don't have any vehicle parts to scrap. Also, the Hector needs some work. Let's take a quick look at that. I did not realize that was a thing. What do you need, buddy? Oh, just a repair on the misfired HVAC 5. Yeah, that's fine. 1 day on that, that's fine. We'll get that underway. And let's hop into our storage here, make sure that we don't have any vehicle parts in here. We may well have some. In fact, I believe we do, now that I think about it. Maybe not up in these heavy and assault areas, but now that we're getting down to the mediums, I'd expect to start seeing some. Yeah, here's a fulcrum part. 200k. Fantastic. And the reason that we're doing this right now is because we're just trying to get a little bit more of a cushion, because we're not going to get another payment before this financial report, which is not ideal. Ooh, the 2 Nidhogg parts. Yes. That's going to be another 500k. Glorious. And, ooh, a bunch of Ifrit parts. Wonderful. We'll get rid of those as well. And that puts us solid in terms of our financial situation. At least for the extent of this month tick. That looks good for now. Oh, there's a Venator here. We'll get rid of that too. Another 24k. Okay, let's grab that travel contract. And let's get going. How do we want to do this? 315? Or... I think we'll run it here. That'll be fine. And yep, that immediately gets us going. So that's fine. Okay, everything but the Battlemaster and the Orion are now done. As soon as we're done with this jump, I want to pause quick and see if there's anything else that needs to be queued up for the mech bay. If the game lets me. That's the financial report. Okay. Can we pause? Are we paused? It may be automatically paused here. Yes. Good. Okay, let's check the mech bay.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
The Black Knight does need some work, so we're going to go ahead and repair it. It looks like it's not too much that it needs, really, though. That's literally just hit the repair button. 0 C-bills, 0 days. The Black Knight's good to go. Okay, sounds good. We're going to continue to tick forward here. Once the Orion is done, I believe that will require more work. So let's hop in here, because I think we lost the rotary HVAC 5. Yeah. The Orion does require more work. Yeah. We lost the ammo for it. The heavy rotary AC5 is actually fine. We just lost the ammo for it. And now that's a double ammo. Do we have ammo for the heavy rotary AC5? We do. We can just straight up replace it. Like that. Okay. That should be fine. We'll do that. That'll only take 1 day and 700 C-bills. That's actually far less money and time than I expected that to take. The Battlemaster is now done as well, and let's make sure that that doesn't need any internal work. I don't believe it did. Oh, it did. Okay, good thing I checked. So what does that need? Ah, yes, we lost the double heatsink and a medium laser. That's fine. So if we put a medium laser on here, That was a diverse optics medium laser, but we don't have to put a diverse optics on. What's this look like heat-wise? Okay. What if we put an X pulse on instead? That's building 11 heat. We can just not fire a single medium laser agra. Or just a... Well, we have the diverse optics there. We can not fire the medium laser magna, maybe. What's the heat on that? 11, yeah. So we can not fire the medium laser magna and be completely heat neutral here. Assuming that the Ultra AC-20 is firing in X2 mode and is unjammed. Honestly, this seems fine to me. This is a solid upgrade, I think. We'll do it. So that'll take 1 day. The Battle Master will be done on the same day we arrive on Cohagen.
That work order you submitted is
Now,
complete.
we're not ready to proceed with the contract because we still need to go through and do Mech Warrior training. So we'll do exactly that.
Yes, boss. Orders.
A point of tactics for Brother.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Skipper.
What else do we need?
I'm here.
A point of guts for Muffin Top.
Training complete.
Standing by. Yeah.
For anybody else.
Ready for orders. Aye, aye.
Nope, that's all good. Now we're ready to proceed with our travel contract. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to drop with all of that. We have another slot over here. And it's just going to be the Wolverine, I think. Okay, so we need an Orion pilot and a Wolverine pilot is what we need here. Coldfire, what do you got? Wolverine, perfect. Now we just need an Orion pilot. We don't have one. Okay, so Paladin has awesome affinities. Let's check our awesome pilot. That's Boot Camp. Boot Camp has Salamander and awesome affinities. Okay. Panzer has Wolverine, Centurion, and Centurion affinities. That's not very helpful. Okay, we're just going to put Paladin in the Orion. He's not going to have affinities. Going to have to be what it is. We're apparently slightly underweight, I think, but that's fine. Does not have an undamaged ammo pin for Heavy Rack 5. Did I put standard ammo on? I think I put standard ammo on. I'm a moron, if so. We've got time. It's not a big crunch. Let's check here. What did I do? I messed something up. That's Heavy Rack 2 ammo. I'm dumb. Okay, so we need Heavy Rack 5 ammo, and we're just going to put on the 2 tons. There we go. That's more like it. That will take 1 day, so yeah, that's my own fault, for sure.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
There we go.
I wrapped up that job you asked.
And now we'll be fine to launch this. Can't believe I put Heavy Rack 2 ammo on there. That's ridiculous. Okay, so we put the Wolverine in here, we put Coldfire into the Wolverine, and then we put Paladin into the Orion. Sounds good. This shouldn't be a particularly challenging mission. This is a battle. It is in Martian biome, so our heat sink dissipation is going to be slightly spicy, I believe, in Martian biome. I think that's like a 25% reduction just because of the thin atmosphere. But we'll see. We'll see how we operate in this atmosphere. It should be fine. We're not going to want to stay here for very long, if we can at all help it. Not if we're fighting in a Martian atmosphere. We've been doing a lot of desert fighting, though, and that's also not great for heat sinks. So that's definitely also something to think about. The real question boils down to, though, is this going to be like the last one, where we end up fighting 3 lances? It is taking a while to load, and that's often what that means. Yes, we'll see. Definitely taking a very long time to load. Okay, I don't like it when it takes a long time to load the loading screen. If they ever make a BattleTech 2, I like the fact that the briefing is on the loading screen. I think that that's a clever bit of workaround to give the player something to do while the game is loading, because obviously BattleTech has long loading times. That's just the way the game works. But I really hope that they fix that for a BattleTech 2. I'd love to see a BattleTech 2, by the way. I don't know how realistic that is. I know the license is awkward, but we'll see. We will see. It looks like we're about to get the loading screen loaded here. Usually when this starts actually moving properly up here, that's a good sign. It's mostly moving properly. There we go. We're about to get the loading screen. Or a game crash. That could happen too. But no, it's a loading screen. Good. So we need to destroy terrorist units. We finally tracked down the local government terrorists responsible for a deadly attack on one of our facilities. Unfortunately, even though there's only 2 of them, they're extremely heavily armed and very, very dangerous. That's why we're turning to you. We simply don't have the forces available to reach them before they strike again. This seems really straightforward, Commander. I'm not too worried about extremely heavily armed. I'm sure it's nothing we haven't dealt with before. Yeah, I'm sure, Darius. I'm sure.
Command interface initiated.
I'll be on station keeping an eye on things. Unknown Lance, this is St. Ives Command. We're in pursuit of dangerous criminals. Leave the area or you will be fired on. Okay, so St. Ives is here. Only good local government is a dead local government? Is that what it said there? That's awkward. So I would like to drop further up this direction. I think this is actually a good spot. Let's do it.
I'm dead.
Is that a stalker?
So, there
Vulture Mark IV. That's local government there.
Hey, so we get hazard there.
Our ally with a Grand Dragon. And it was our ally with the Vulture Mark IV as well. Okay. So who do we move here? It is our Orion. So this is where the local government are. We don't yet know where St. Ives are. We're going to move up.
Understood. Moving fast.
And we don't see anything. Okay.
I hear ya.
At this point, I'm going to reserve. I don't want to lose additional evasive pips. I want to make sure that that stalker moves before we do. And hopefully it's not running dual arrow 4s, because that would suck, dropping it right on our Hector.
What can I do for
I'm
you?
pretty sure that was it moving. We're going to start stepping forward over here. We are able to use this little rise over here as a LOS blocker for now. I'm not going to call it super useful, but for now it's okay.
Wow.
It
Throttling up.
probably avoids us shooting in round 1, which isn't the worst thing.
Definitely. Ready for orders.
But I'm a little bit concerned about what we're up against here.
Confirmed.
I know there's a stalker,
Double time. Let's go.
and let's find out. We're about to get sensors. Well, actually,
Standing
we need
by.
to move our Black Knight first.
On the move.
Now we're about to get sensors. Unmarked dropship coming in over here. So that'll be St. Ives. We just exited combat. There's the St. Ives bounty hunters. Okay, well, the terrorists are between us and them. So, actually this is fine.
Waiting on you, Commander.
The Wolverine can swing out up over this direction. Now, the Wolverine is pretty outclassed by a Stalker and an Atlas. So we'll have to keep that in mind. We can pot-shot this a bit. And yeah, you can see the heat there. So we're in a Martian biome. Yeah, 25% reduction and drastically increasing everyone's visibility.
Special delivery.
Not great there, but a little bit of armor shred on that Stalker. The Stalker moves in. Fires on the Wolverine.
Oh, it took some shrapnel.
Okay,
That
it got
was
a head hit
Commander.
there. That could have been a lot worse, but it did lose its evasive on the Wolverine. That's going to be spicy. We're going to move up the Battlemaster here to position it between the Atlas and the Wolverine.
I'll try.
And we can also fire on the Stalker while we're here. Yeah, go ahead and light him up. This is fine. I was hoping that the AC-20 would... I was hoping that something would hit. Oof, that was not great. Terrible rolls there. The Grand Dragon moves up, fires on the Atlas, does not do damage.
Aye,
The
aye.
Black Knight is also going to move up over here. Okay, now we see the St. Ives Lance. A Balrog, a Shirkan, a Ripper, and a Hunter. All vehicles. Okay. Now, these are some much better hit odds. Let's get some armor shred on that Stalker.
Affirmative.
Nice. The Stalker is unstable now.
I live to serve.
The Orion is going to step up to here. Nuke him. That's a hull breach on the Stalker.
I'm out of SRM.
Of course, in this atmosphere, that matters.
Watch my heat
Okay.
levels.
The Condor moves up, fires on the Atlas. I would have shot at the Stalker there, personally. Oh, that's a pilot incapacitation. Never mind. So the Stalker's out of the fight. The Awesome is going to step forward. The Atlas is down in a little divot over there, and we don't have LOS. The Vulture is going to fire on nothing at all. It's not actually going to shoot. We're going to step forward with our Mark II. And yeah, you can see, based on the terrain here, we just don't have great eyes on that Atlas. We'll see whether it decides to engage us or the St. Ives
On the
Lance.
move. Full speed.
Hector will move up. Okay, one of the St. Ives will move now, and we'll see what they do. Actually, that's the Atlas. Going for the Orion. We're getting some real bad AMS rolls
Lots
there.
of armor.
Okay.
Ready to rock.
Our Salamander is going to step up.
Acknowledge, Commander.
Its mission is to drop Aero 4s on the Shirkan. Light them up. Do as much damage AoE as you can. They have AMS. It didn't really matter. Those weren't great hits, if I'm honest. But it'll do. The Grand Dragon steps forward, fires on the Atlas. It does get 10 damage into that thing's armor. So we're going to have to focus that Atlas really hard if we're going to take him down in a frontal gunfight. We're going to move up to here. And we're just going to start softening his armor with the Mark II. That's some good damage there. We'll take it. The Atlas moves phase 16. The Vulture Mark IV moves up and does not fire. The Awesome is going to position here. We're still hiding a bit from the St. Ives Lance. And we're just going to armor shred.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
That's some very solid armor shred there. I love it.
I am out.
The
of
Atlas is now
SRM.
unsteady.
It's getting hot in here.
And we're hoping that we're going to be able to reserve him back a bit. Okay. 3 damage to that Hunter is not very
Standing by.
relevant. But the Black Knight is going to position out over here. It is
Copy
running
that.
fairly hot. We need to keep that in mind. Gonna not fire the SRM-6 Valiant because of hit odds. And also not fire... Is this overheat fine? This overheat is fine. Okay, structure exposure on that Atlas.
My
Phase
heat
17,
sink
one of the
fast
St.
enough.
Ives
I'm
units will
taking
move.
damage.
It's the Balrog, and it's going for an attack rear arc on the Atlas. I like that. Not a knockdown, but it'll have to do. The Battlemaster, unfortunately its UAC-20 is currently jammed. It's going to position here and simply fire without the UAC-20 on the Atlas. Otherwise, I think this is fine.
Yeah.
Die.
SRM6 crit there. Is that a knockdown?
Maybe things are looking up.
That's a knockdown. Okay, so the Atlas gets reserved back. That's pretty huge. At this point, our Hector is going to move up, and the Hector is fresh in terms of heat. Go for head hits. It doesn't really matter, but go for head hits.
Deal the load.
That's an engine crit. And we did get a head hit there.
Commander.
And a pilot ejection. Okay, so it's just St. Ives moving now. A little bit of damage to our Battle Master.
Damage looks. What?
That's fine.
The heat.
Okay. Next up, our Salamander is going to step in.
I'm there.
And we're going to continue firing on the Shirkan. It's as centrally located as we're going to get, I feel like.
10-4.
Not great hits again, but it'll do.
I'm receiving you.
The Orion is actually just going to brace. We need to sink heat, and we can't sprint, so we can't advance here. So we're just going to brace on the Orion, just to get rid of the instability. Okay, a little bit of damage to the Battle Master. Doesn't matter.
Okay. For now.
Commander?
The Wolverine is in a similar situation. It's just going to move up and brace.
Yes. Go, go, go.
Okay.
Waiting
And now
for
we just
orders.
need to advance on the Lance over here. The Wolverine is going to position here.
Sprinting.
This gives us eyes on the Balrog and on the Ripper. 54% hit odds on the Ripper. We'll take that.
Right, Commander.
Excellent. Ripper is down.
One less vehicle.
Okay, the Grand Dragon moves up, does not fire.
Commander?
The Orion has taken a bit of a beating. I'm just going to step it forward to here. And we're going to Vigilance it. And we have... Oh, I did that wrong. I meant to protect the right side, not the left side. Okay. Well, hopefully they won't do too much with the Vigilancing. We'll just pot-shot the 2 PPCs.
Roger that.
We, I think, did get a hit there. What does that Vulture Mark IV have equipped? ATM 12s. Okay, it needs to get in a little closer for that, really, then. The Madcap Mark II is going to walk around over here. We need to get it into LOS and drop some heat so that it can start pot-shotting the Gauss rifles over there. Condor firing on the Hunter. It does get a little bit of damage in. Balrog moves up, goes for the Wolverine, does not hit. Sounds good to me.
I'm here.
Our Battle Master is simply going to sprint forward and sink heat. We wanted to nuke those 2 assaults as quickly as we could, so we were very, very willing to build up heat for that. The Hector can pop up here
Full speed, no target.
and start pot-shotting with his ERPPCs and ACs. We'll just do something like this.
Here you go.
It's just a pot shot. And we did get a hit with the PPC, so that's nice.
Receiving you.
The Awesome is going to just move up to here and sink heat.
No target.
Awaiting orders.
The Black Knight is going to attempt to close in, but it's mostly going to need to sink heat. There we go. That's irrelevant to us.
Yup.
So the Salamander is going to step up, and we're still... Actually, we're going to go for the Hunter here with the Arrow 4s. We're going to only fire the 1 Arrow 4 because of heat. Martian surfaces are not ideal for us. But that was a good, solid hit there. Okay, and the AMS Mark II is now unjammed. So that means we were able to AMS that salvo. Very nice.
Let's do it.
Okay. The Orion is going to step in over here. We want to try to protect the right side as much as we can. And we'll fire on the Balrog with simply 1 PPC. That's a hit. We are getting some solid hits on that Balrog. These guys are just chilling by the map edge, which I don't like when the AI does. But okay. We're going to sprint in with our Battle Master. We're out of range.
Waiting for orders.
The Awesome is going to sprint in to here.
Double time. Let's go.
We can now fire the PPCs, and we're going to do exactly that. That Balrog is starting to take some serious damage now. Vulture Mark IV moves up, still not firing its ATMs. The Hector is going to close into here
Affirmative.
and continue firing on that Balrog. Just a single ERPPC.
Acknowledged.
It's another PPC hit,
What are your orders, Skipper?
and the Salamander will step up and drop Arrow 4s on the Hunter. We should be able to get 2, I think, this time. Yes. Just a small overheat there. Ooh, both of those missing entirely.
Stand still, moron.
Oof.
Watch my heat.
Okay, the Balrog now moves, fires on the Battlemaster. It manages to stray shot the Wolverine there.
Minimal damage, Commander.
That's fine.
Commander?
The Wolverine is going to sprint over to here,
Moving fast.
and we will fire on that Balrog.
Roger that.
Little bit of damage there. They're shooting at the Battlemaster, that's fine. We don't mind this.
Commander?
And our Black Knight is going to sprint, I guess over to here will work. And we'll just fire a long-range shot with the Gauss Rifle HA-20 here at the Balrog.
Firing on target.
Some decent damage there. Our ally does literally nothing. And our Maghat Mark II should get to unobstructed LOS here. This will be much better. Hopefully we don't stray shot with those Kling Gauss rifles, but we could. We did not, and we managed to hit one of them. Not bad. That Balrog can't take too much more of this. Condor firing on the Hunter. Got some more armor damage on it. They're continuing to shoot at our Battlemaster, which really doesn't matter.
I'm ready.
The Orion is going to close in somewhere over this way. Can we actually get to a better position by sprinting? We can. We can position out over here. And again, we want to protect our right-hand side with the Orion. And let's just fire on that Balrog. I think I'd rather fire the 2 PPCs than the Heavy Rack 5.
Locking target.
That's a kill. Excellent.
Vehicle down.
So just the 2 left. Grand Dragon closes in, fires on the Hunter. Does nothing. These guys are just hiding in this little culvert over here.
What? No.
The Battlemaster is going to try to sprint forward and see what LOS we can get. The answer is none.
Say so. Yes, Commander.
The Black Knight is going to do the same. Sprint and see what LOS is available.
Here we go.
Mark IV Vulture not firing its ATMs again. Hopefully it gets close enough soon.
Ready to get it on.
Mark II closes on in.
Good to go.
And the Hector, I mean, we just don't have LOS on these guys, right?
Double time.
We
Let's
just
go.
need to continue closing in.
Ready to rock.
The Salamander, on the other hand, has no need to close in. We can fire on either of these, and which one is the better hit odds, technically? Technically, the Hunter. That's a direct hit. Okay.
That hit something good.
Good to go.
The Wolverine can make its way up over here.
Double time.
I'm going to Vigilance it, just in case. It's kind of leading the charge right now. Condor fires on that Hunter, gets a little bit more damage in. I'm hoping that they come out of this. But they're just chilling. They are just chilling over there. And that's why I Vigilance the Wolverine.
Minor damage, Commander.
Huzzah!
Okay,
Waiting for orders.
so we can now start to get some LOS. We're going to move up,
Sprinting.
re-Vigilance the Wolverine, and I want to go for the Hunter here. This is probably a kill. There we go.
Enemy vehicle down.
Next, I'm going to allow the Shirkan to move. Vulture Mark IV still not firing with those
Roger
ATMs.
that. Standing by.
So we need to reserve past
Waiting
phase
for the right
13
move.
here.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Condor firing on the Shirkan, getting a little bit of damage in there. That's fine. Okay, the Shirkan moves now.
Ah, dang it, that hurt.
Rude. But that's fine.
Commander?
Okay, it did indeed move. Can we get any LOS? No, is the answer.
Roger that.
Okay, the Black Knight's going to swing out over this direction.
Hey.
Can the Battle Master get any? Yes, but it is obstructed. It is not obstructed by the Wolverine. I'm still not going to fire the Ultra AC-20 on these odds. Well, these odds have improved. This is going to really hurt the Wolverine if it hits it.
All right.
But it didn't. It all hit the Shirkan. That's huge.
But that hurt. Okay, that was bad.
Okay, something hit the Wolverine, but almost everything hit the Shirkan.
Consider me there.
The Hector is going to move up.
Ready for orders.
The Madcap Mark II is unable to get LOS just yet. Maybe up on this hill, though.
Let's do this.
The Awesome... No, can't get from up on this hill. Fine. Just struggling with the LOS right now. Salamander can move up, though, and we can now do something like this. Yeah, that's fine. That's a tracked propulsion crit,
Reporting. Critical hit. My long range.
but not a kill.
Yes, Commander.
The Orion is not really able to do much.
Let's do it.
Grand Dragon moves up, fires on the Shirkan. It gets another tracked propulsion crit. Vulture Mark IV actually fires those AMSs, or ATMs rather. And it gets the kill. There we go. That's what we needed. Simple bad luck. Okay.
Mission successful.
So, there's a complete Atlas on the field. And a nearly complete Stalker on the field. That's a thing. We only have 3 priority salvage here. But even so. That's a full Atlas. And we could get a Stalker too, if we got really lucky here. I'm going to go for the Atlas parts. Because that's the mech I am more interested in acquiring. We got 4 out of the 5 Atlas parts. Okay, sounds good. LBX AC-10, we have 2 of them. I'm going to get rid of it. A basic cockpit. Engine Core 300, we don't have one. 255, we do not have. 070, we do have. Fuel cell engine, no thank you. Standard FCS, standard heat sinks. Incendiary LRMs, we have 2 of them. Double MRM ammo, that will definitely keep around. Okay. I was hoping to get our hands on that whole Atlas, but next Atlas we come across, that's an Atlas for us. That will be fantastic. In terms of repair costs, I don't think this will be too bad. My bet is somewhere in the 70,000 range. So that should be perfectly manageable. It is also time to put a cut in here, so once we know what that's going to cost, I will go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's see what Yang has to say about this repair cost. 88,000. Doable. Get that done, Yang, and I will see you all next time.